They tell somebody in Cuba, just because the battleship Maine blew up in your harbor, right? We're going to blame it on you, and we're going to take Puerto Rico, right? Virgin Islands. You got to remember your history. So I'm saying this so you realize that when I tell you that the United States government right now is the biggest criminal in the world, and he engineered a war on us, and you go in your history, you'll see every acquisition by the United States was engineered. I just drove across the country. This is a beautiful country, I'm telling you. And on all the plains, it used to be buffalo. You already heard about that, right? Over 6 million. And they disappeared. Why did they disappear? How did they disappear? They developed a style back east and in Europe, buffalo robes. And they sent train loads of people out to slaughter the buffalo, to kill all the buffalo. Why? Because there's rebellion going on in all the plains. And it's hard to kill off these people because the buffalo gives the people all they need to eat. And they got hides that they can wear. And the buffalo hides make houses. They don't need nothing. The bones and everything is a structure of the tent, food, and the buffalo is associated with Waka Tonka, the great god, but the buffalo is a minor type god. If they kill the buffalo, the Indian will starve to death. He can't fight, isn't that right? Pretty soon you'll have him on a reservation. I'm telling you about a bloodthirsty monster. I know you don't like to hear this. Hearing it is one thing, living under it is another. I consider myself a very fortunate person. You know why? Because I survived this monster. So you can doubt it, you may not even like it, but I'm telling you the absolute truth. Now, to the war on Islam, the war on Muslims. We done already went through Islam, the war on Muslims. We done already went through Mexico. By the way, Abraham Lincoln's nickname was Spotty. When he was a congressman, he used to go up on Capitol Hill, and he used to say, because he was against the war with Mexico, he used to say, show me the spot where Mexico invaded the United States. They hated him for it, you know, so they called him Spotty. Because he was always asking, show us the spot. If we was invaded, where? You got to be somebody there to tell us the story if we were invaded, right? So nobody ever could. Remember the Maine? Anybody remember the Maine? You remember the Maine? Does anybody happen to remember the Gulf of Tonkin? Gulf of Tonkin. I see my man is studying. That's good. If you know your history, if you know the history of your society and the people around you in strategic management, the first thing in strategic management is scanning the environment, knowing its history, its pattern of behavior. Therefore, you can make the proper plans. If you don't know your environment, you'll make the wrong type of plans all the time. I'll get into that later. As our Muslims here in America don't know America. Therefore, they misuse all of their power, all of the big groups that we have. All of our big meetings of 40 and 50,000 people never produce anything because the people on top do not know their environment. Therefore, they will misuse their resources, human and material. This war on drugs, we've passed that. I just wrapped that up by saying that it's a closed-in system. The war has been successful. Black people are reduced to almost the same state and condition that American Indians are. The power and force that used to exist in the black community is gone. Black pride is gone. The thirst for education at all costs is gone. The desire, I mean, not as individuals, but the desire of a people to succeed is gone. That includes that Negro Obama. You may like him, But you wait a few years. We called him, and I ain't gonna tell you what we called him. But anyway, just to be quick, I'll give you a little bit about how we feel about Obama. America was finished. George Bush was excellent at washing up the Americans. Nobody wanted to vote. Nobody trusted the system. They study. Americans always study the cardinal principle of business: find out what they want and give it to them. Isn't that right? So what does America want? They want somebody that's nice. They want somebody that'll give hope. A black person that has hope in the American system is insane. Barack Obama is an idiot. The prison population is exploding. The police is shooting us down like dogs. Huh? We don't have the right of illegal search and seizure, all the rights that the Constitution guarantee you. All of our neighborhoods are considered high crime neighborhoods. Therefore, forget about your Fourth Amendment. Forget about probable cause. If you don't believe it, jump on the highway. Put some shoe polish on your face and jump on 95. What do everybody call it? Driving while black, right? You don't know nothing about it, because they know the police ain't gonna come up you and hit you upside the head. You would say, what's wrong with you? Does this man have a seizure or something? Right? I was passing out these flyers. I had the honor to go to jail last week in Oakland. I'm proud to say that I'm the most arrested imam in America. But we have this is not a problem. This is we got the feds on the defense. Now you said, I knew this boy was crazy. I'm gonna tell you how. Associated with this war on terror. This is a program we had in DC last year, how to punk the FBI. You can see it, how to punk the FBI. We say to them in their face, now I go down to the FBI jail at the Hoover building and pass it out to them. You know why? These days of crime, I couldn't say what I wanted because I was doing crime. Right? I had to, if I see the police or the feds, I got to try to throw the dope away or hide it or do something, right? If I see people outside talking on the phone, little gadgets, I got to hide my dope because I was in crime. But right now, I'm a Muslim. I'm a leader in our community, and I'm not doing no crime. And I'm not going to allow no federal government to give me a name like terrorists, destabilizer. No, we calling them terrorists. They're the ones terrorizing. They're the ones blew up the World Trade Center. Yes, they are. And you read some of this literature. It's over here free. These letters start from 1993, talking about terror of the U.S. We tried to tell the Muslims this was coming.